Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good afternoon, Sagar.
Okay, sir. एक second, sir. Let me connect my Bluetooth. Yes, sir. Yeah. Actually, I am in open terrace currently because there was much noise in the college, so I
Yes,
came to terrace for peace.
yes, yes. Yes, I understand. Yes, let me start. Briefly introduce yourself.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Sagar Dhanraj. I come from Mahova district of Uttar Pradesh. I completed my bachelor's from Banaras Hindu University, and later that I completed my master's from IIT-BOMBAY in 2021, where I worked on the project of nanochemistry and renewable energy. And currently, I am working as a chemistry lecturer in Government Polytechnic, Gorakhpur. And my hobbies are reading books, talking to new people, and jogging.
Yes, good. Some basic parts. Yesterday we have discussed. Yes. Today,
Yes, sir.
have you read pollution?
Yes, sir. Yeah, sir. I think I should be. I am okay today for all full
Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes.
because sir.
Yes. 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 Let me start
Uh,
today
yeah,
topic.
because okay. Yes, sir. Okay, start question. Because I have only I have only today because tomorrow I will be traveling to Delhi and for and on 6th I have interview.
Oh yes. Yes. Today no problem. Whole day for you.
No, sir. No full day. I think half an hour, 1 and 2 hour are max for me. Like I have, I have also like last year I also gave my interview. You have also seen my transcript too. So basically, questions were more or less instrumentation and environmental part.
Today go through our topic is pollution. Yes.
Yes, sir.
What is
Yes, sir. What is
pollution?
the first question, sir?
What is pollution and how many types of pollution?
Sir, pollution in general sense we consider as the kind of deterioration or malfunctioning of any kind of system or any object of biotic and abiotic. For example, types on the basis of types, we classify it as air pollution, water pollution, noise pollution, soil pollution, groundwater pollution. These are some of its kind.
Yes. Next, move on water pollution and air pollution. So many problems in India. Yes. First of all is air pollution. Yes. What the solution
Uh,
from your side as a scientist? How to reduce
Sir,
air
as we
pollution in India?
Sir, as we see, India is facing on the worst of the air pollution. Like our 12 plus major countries out of 20 countries at the world level are suffering from the air pollution, and Delhi is also the victim of this. So, uh, as a scientist, I think we as a scientist should work on the two factor: one on the short term basis and another for the long term basis. Short term process can be the carbon sequestration method with the help of smoke towers and spring of water on the roads regularly, but these are ad hoc solutions, do not provide much adequate help. So for the basis of long term solution, we should work on the reduction in the emission from the vehicular emission. For example, higher efficiency catalytic converter can be used, or the kind of industries, chemical industries that are located, we can offset them. And on the basis of scientific involvement, for example, like stubble burning is a main issue in Delhi's air pollution. So there are some kind of techniques, scientific techniques, where stubble can be converted into the energy part, waste to energy process through incineration and pyrolysis. So this can be helpful to convert harmful thing to in our favor. It will be like this. So I think these are some of the steps we should be forward in this direction to fight the problem of air pollution.
Yes, good. What are the most air and water polluted city in India and world?
Sir, water pollution is two types. One is the surface water pollution, and another one is groundwater pollution. So, surface water pollution is usually seen in those cities where there is no wastewater treatment and loose laws for to regulate the industries and inadequately funded municipalities to treat the water. And the basis of groundwater pollution, where there is excessive mining and excessive groundwater extraction as usual in western India, as has been reported by the Central Groundwater Board. So these are the main sources of water pollution in our country.
Yes. What are the most cities in India and world? Which name?
Such as Sir Kanpur in Uttar Pradesh is suffering from the water pollution as well as air pollution. Muradabad, and in coming to the western side, some districts of Punjab and Haryana are facing the groundwater pollution. Like groundwater pollution contains the contamination of various ions such as arsenic poisoning, fluorides, and irregular limits of nitrates. Such minerals ions distort the groundwater level, the groundwater quality.
Yes, most cities Delhi. Yes, no. Number one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry to forget that
Yes.
Delhi is on the in the
Yes.
very
And
top
the
level.
world is Indonesia, Jakarta. Yes, water.
Sorry, sir. I couldn't get the question.
What are the most air polluted city in the in India and world? India is Delhi,
Uh,
and world
India,
is
Delhi, World for Indonesia,
Jakarta. Yes.
Jakarta, Indonesia. Okay, sir.
What are the most clean and city in India and world?
Uh, Sir, I am not aware of the city, but I have heard that there was a village in Meghalaya in the northeast, which is considered as the cleanest village of India.
Yes.
I'm not able to recall the name. And at the world level, sir, I am not sure. But I think it might be some Nordic country.
Yes. Yes. Nordic country. Yes. Finland. Yes. Finland. Yes. India is a country. Indore. Oh, cities. Indore, Surat, Navi
Acha,
Mumbai.
okay. Indore. Sorry, sir.
Yes. World is
Indore is considered
Finland,
cleanest city.
Sweden, Norway.
Okay, sir.
Which ministry of under of these reports? Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, National.
Uh, Sir, Ministry of Jal Shakti.
Yes. Ministry of Urban Development. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Good. Next, move on water pollutions. Yes. Most water wastewater treatment. What is wastewater treatment? How to remove of these one for our society as a scientist?
Uh, Sir, in the society level, we are already working on the wastewater treatment at the municipal level, and the process of wastewater treatment is like first we do filtration and to remove the higher objects, and then we do sedimentation for to improve the turbidity and lower the turbidity, and then coagulation with the help of potash alum and other chemical agents to settle down the dissolved solids. And after that we go through with the chemical procedure such as chlorination and bleaching powder, and ozonolysis are some of the other methods. Reverse osmosis is also one of them, to finally give the water to from waste to drinking water. These are some of the procedure steps that we carry out in the wastewater treatment.
What is solid waste management?
Sir, solid waste management is the considered as the the amount of the kind of waste that is generated in the form of solid, such as plastic waste or electronic waste, silicon, and other kind of waste that we usually dump in the land. So to treat that waste, to convert it into the energy or recycle the products, this is the primary purpose of solid waste management. so that we are not dumping the waste directly to the earth and contaminating the soil, but we are actually harnessing its potential in our better renewable energy and other purposes.
Yes. As a scientist, how to renewable and recycling of these one for our society?
Sir, as a scientist, we should have to work on those technologies that can effectively reduce the cost of recycling. Because if we will reduce the cost of recycling, then people will no longer buy the new products. So the technologies currently would be like to use such as the last year government started thickening of polythene, like single-use plastic was banned. So such kind of safer options, like should work on the biodegradable polymer at the scientific level, or any kind of plastic or any kind of material that can be for the long duration. So that will definitely improve the uh, problem of solid waste management at scientific level.
Yes, good. What are the difference between surface water and groundwater? Which is more polluted and why?
Uh, Sir, I have not any adequate data to tell which one is more polluted, but sir, I think it should be surface water, because surface water is more exposed and vulnerable to the different kinds of impurities, such as drainage and pollution from the air and soil contamination, fertilizer discharge. So I think surface water is more polluted, and because of these sources. And also, sir, groundwater is polluted because of excessive mining and groundwater extraction that lead to the contamination of groundwater with the ions such as arsenic, nitrates, mercury, fluorides. This makes the groundwater harmful as well.
Yes, good. What are the 5 parameters to measure the polluted in water?
Um, Sir, there are couple of parameters. The first one is as per the standard given by the ISW, Indian Standard for Water, Drinking Water. For that, the first one is color. It should have a visibility of that color, and after that, there should be no turbidity. There should be very less turbidity or low turbidity. Like water should be adequately transparent, and the pH should be water is also getting tested. Like it should be 6.5 to 8.5 in this range. And after that, we measure the TDS of the water for drinking purposes. Below 50 ppm is also harmful, and after the range of 300 is also relatively less beneficial. And other than, we also measure hardness of the water. They are some of the parameters that I'm recalling right now.
Yes. What is the difference between soft water and hard water, and how to remove of hardness from waters? Which technique use?
Sir, hardness of the water, basically hard water and soft water are classified on the basis of reaction of water with the soap. Like if any water is giving froth with the soap solution, then it will be as treated as a soft water. And if it is not giving the froth with the using the soap, it will be considered as a hard water. So hardness arises due to the dissolved calcium and magnesium bicarbonates, sulfates, and chlorides, such as CaCl2, MgCl2, MgSO4, like this. So to remove remove these hardness, there are a couple of procedures, such as we can boil the water to remove the temporary hardness due to the bicarbonates, and for removing the permanent hardness that arise due to the sulfates and chlorides, we use ion exchange methods, geolite method, and also the soda lime method.
Yes. Good. Nancy, what are the techniques used for measuring water quality?
Uh, Sir, sorry, so water quality means in terms of drinking water, or the dissolved solids present in it.
Drinking and soap.
Uh,
Yes.
like sir, if we want to measure on the basis of these indicators, then we can use with the pH meter. But if you want to measure the conductivity, then we can go through the conductivity meter of the water, or the hardness of the water. We can also check with the EDTA method. like what is the hardness of this, and what about the total dissolved solids in the water. So there are different procedures to check the quality of the water.
Yes. Why are heavy metals harmful for human life and human living? Any example of heavy metals poisoning?
Uh, Sir, heavy metals are harmful because they severely affect our biological system, and that got that our health degenerated. For example, sir, mercury. Mercury is considered as a mercury poisoning is considered as a metal poisoning, where methyl mercury becomes, and it severely damage the water nervous system and damage our cells, and also impairs the regular blood flow. So this kind of poisoning also damage. Other than, there are metals like cadmium and lead, that cadmium does skin diseases such as blackfoot diseases, and also the lead also damage the nervous system. So basically these heavy metals contaminate and damage our health system biologically.
Yes, good. Yes, next question regarding to rocks, geography. Sedimentary or metamorphic rocks, which causes more hardness in water?
uh, Sir, I think metamorphic rocks creates low hardness because sedimentary rocks are made up due to the sediments collection. So if there is a lot more of sedimentation or sediments are collected, so it definitely means the some soluble ions and salts are will be dissolved in the water. So I think that will be giving more hardness to the water, sedimentary one, and metamorphic will be less.
Yes, good. Next is what are the national and international organizations that are responsible for determining water standard?
The first and foremost one is World Health Organization, that sets the periodically the quality water standards at the international level, and at the national level, Ministry of Water, Ministry of Jal Shakti, along with on the basis of the guidelines of the World Health Organization, we have issued Indian water standard quality parameters to test the water, where different the series of minerals are there, and their permissible limits are also given for safer limits.
Yes, good. Next, move on environment. Some questions regarding uh, what is BOD and COD? What the difference of these one?
Uh, Sir, BOD and COD are the concept that we use to quantify the dissolved oxygen in our aquatic system, such as our lake, in or than the pond. So basically, BOD is defined as the amount of oxygen used by the biological species, such as any organism, to decompose the organic waste in it, in a fixed particular timeline. So that is the amount is as a BOD, and we measure the BOD as we in our lab. We basically take the water sample and to put it for the 5 days and at 20 degrees Celsius, and then we measure oxygen with the titration. And for the COD is chemically oxygen demand. This basically covers uh, the oxygen used by biodegradable matter, also the non-biodegradable matter. It covers the both type of category by the organic waste. So that's why COD value is usually higher than the BOD, and we calculate it with the potassium dichromate in the lab.
Yes, good. What does BOD and COD stand for?
Sir, biological oxygen demand BOD and chemical oxygen demand COD. BOD covers only the biodegradable part by the organic species, but this is not reliable method compared to the COD. COD gives more accurate result and reliable result. It completes both biodegradable and non-biodegradable matters due to the organic compounds, due to the organic species decomposed.
Yes. How can we reduce BOD and COD in wastewater?
Sir, if we will keep on polluting the water, BOD and COT will also be reduced, because these are because if the water level of, or if the BOD level is low for any water, it is very polluted. But if we want to increase the BOD and COD level, like we want to clean up the water, then we should take actions to for the water purification and remove the water pollution. Then the significantly oxygen level will increase in the water.
Why K2Cr2O7 is used in COD?
Sir, because K2Cr27 is a strong oxidizing agent, and it strongly oxidizes the organic species, and also it is a standard solution. So we need not to calibrate it, and we can directly use it for titration.
Yes. Next is what is the indicator of BOD and COD?
It tells the quality of aquatic system or our life of, or means what is the level of oxygen in the water. So it also tells the indicator of the species, aquatic species, how they are living and their survival rate.
Yes, starch is indicator of BOD and ferric.
Acha, okay. Acha, okay, sorry, sir. I think I misinterpreted the question. For the chemical indicator, we use starch for the BOD, and for COD, we use ferrous ammonium sulfate, and using with the tritium dichromate titration for to carry out these reactions.
Yes, good. Yeah, next some question regarding to environment. What is environment and what the difference between biotic and abiotic system?
Sir, biotic system is the system that we see around ourselves, where the biotic component is present, such as tree, animals, plants. These are part of biotic component. And in abiotic component, those species such as stone, mountains, river, these are considered to be the part of abiotic component.
Yes.
Like sunlight and other factors that do not have vital component in our definition.
As a scientist, how can you live a green life?
uh, Sorry, sir, I couldn't get the question.
As a scientist, how can you live a green and clean life?
Achha, live a green and clean life.
Yes.
uh, Sir, by reducing our human carbon footprint, that is already low in our country, India, compared to the world of carbon global footprint carbon network, we will be living a green and sustainable life, where we will be utilizing very minimal resources and more depending upon the products of that are nature friendly. So by using our sustainable life, like mission life that was given last year by the central government, where there has been 75 practices, environment friendly practice has been advised. So if we will be following those advices, we will be definitely living a green life, better for our planet, under the mission life.
Yes. As a scientist, what are the major way most responsible to save the environment for our society?
Sir, as a scientist, we have a primary responsibility, because we first can because scientific community can understand the technical problems or the scientific problems such as global warming, climate change beforehand, compared to those persons who have less technical knowledge. So we as a scientist have much responsibility to work on the solution and technologies to mitigate these kind of problems at a collective level.
Good. Next is what are the government scheme to reduce the pollution? in our environment?
So there has been various schemes for to purify the air, national air quality, clean air program, where different kind of smoke towers and regular testing of the AQI level in different cities are done periodically. And also Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana to provide gas cylinders, LPG gas, to also reduce the carbon and coke that are much air polluted in the local village level. And also, sir, at the level of other pollutions, such as, are you just asking for the air pollution?
Yes, pollution, air and water, both.
Acha, okay, water. So, sir, in case of water pollution, Namami Gange project is the flagship program to clean the Ganga River mission. And apart from that, there are wetland missions on the state level to preserve the wetland water system, to protect the aquatic life as well as the mangrove system and wetland system in the state under those schemes.
Yes, water pollution problem is most is river polluted. Yes, which is the most polluted river
Uh,
in India?
Sir, I am sorry, sir. I do not know the name, but I think, sir, it might be Yamuna, I guess.
Yes, yes. Yamuna first in next is Ganga. Yes,
Acha, Ganga is first.
first is Yamuna, second Ganga.
Acha, okay, okay.
As a scientist, how to control of river pollution in India? What the procedure and method from your side as a scientist?
Sir, as a scientist, what we can do is we can devise some sort of infrastructure and technologies at the resources that are causing the river pollution, such as uh, if we will be treating the wastewater adding into the Ganga River, for example, Kanpur, in for my example. So if we will treat the wastewater from the leather industry that they discharge directly to the Ganga River, so if we will treat that water scientifically and much less cost, it will be helpful for the industry as well, also with for our Ganga River. And apart from that, as scientists, we can do the sensors and sensors implantation and testing of the water bed and other these kind of things that can alarm us when the river pollution reaches for a significant level. So we can do a mitigation work rather than post-mortem work if we will work on these fronts at a scientific level.
Yes, good. What is the major biggest threat to environment and earth?
The first and foremost that I believe is the increase of carbon emission that is leading to the climate change, also the global warming, ocean acidification. There are various associated problems related to the carbon emission. Carbon emission.
Yes. Do you know about the NGT, National Green Tribunal? What the main
Uh,
application and purpose for our society?
Sir, NGT has been established as a tribunal in NGT Act 2010, and it deals with the cases related to the environmental, such as any two industries fighting for the environmental clearance, or there's some kind of issues related to the environment. If there is any angle of environment, then NGT comes into the picture, and it has a track record of delivering the justice in 6 months time frame. So it is considered good for our society to tackle those cases that are related to the environment.
Any drawback and limitation of NGT?
Sir, sometimes NGT, sir, I am not much aware with the drawbacks, but I think, sir, there are some issues like it has less expertise, and the number of cases are also higher come to deal with NGT. So it should be expanded at a wider scale. And also, the some people take up the matter of the from court NGT to the Supreme Court by writ. So basically, the meaning of NGT sometimes dilutes. Meaning of the decision of the NGT sometimes dilute when Supreme Courts give another verdict on it.
NGT, National Green Tribunal. What the meaning of tribunal?
Uh, So tribunals are the semi-judicial bodies that have place in our constitution in Article, I think, 323A and 323B. Uh, and they are basically established as central tribunal, CAT, and other tribunals. So basically, tribunals are the semi-judicial bodies that involve both expertise and judicial members. Judges and experts both take decision on various topics that are related to that needs technical expertise. For in case of NGT, if there is environment involvement, NGT comes into the picture. But if there is electricity related problem, then tribunals related to the electricity handle those cases.
Yes, good. NGT is constitutional and statutory and autonomous body. And what is the difference of each one? Constitutional, statutory, and autonomous bodies.
Uh, Sir, constitutional bodies are those bodies that are backed by the constitution, meaning they are inserted with by amending the constitution, such as a national commission on the scheduled caste or scheduled tribes. These are basically constitution committees, such as Union Public Service Commission is also a constitutional body under Article 312, I think 312 to 325. And or in case of statutory bodies are established using the by the force of the parliament, by the act of the parliament, such as the bodies like such as bodies like the state bodies like SSC is a statutory body, or like women commission is a statutory body, they come by the act of the parliament. And sir, sorry sir, I am not aware with the autonomous body.
Next is, what are the major problems faced by people in your district, in environment, and in your district and UP?
Sir, I hailed from the Mahova district of Uttar Pradesh. In my nearby region, it is a huge resource of lignite. So basically, sand mining is the excessive sand mining is the major issue from the environmental angle that have created problems such as air pollution. Air quality has been damaged in the Kabrai region of Kabrai is a tehsil in our Mahova district. So there has been a problem of heavy sand mining, and also this is that I think considered as a primary one people face as an environmental problem. And compared to our state, sir, UP is facing uh, various kinds of environmental problems, such as the overuse of fertilizers in the farming is damaging the soil quality, and also the soil pollution and the water pollution, because Ganga and Yamuna both are considered to the polluted river, and the majority of the river of these Ganga Yamuna region is falls under in the UP. So that's why these are considered as the water pollution problem. And after that, air pollution, Lucknow, Kanpur, and Muradabad, Ghaziabad are facing the air quality problems as well.
Yes, good. Yes, you know about the more news regarding to bursting in Himalayas. Cloud are bursting in Himalaya.
Yes, sir.
Yes, cloud are bursting in Himalayas. So what's your opinion on this as a scientist? How to control of this type problem in Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, and Uttarakhand?
Sir, recently, couple of months ago, in the rainy season, Chamoli district, there has been cloudburst incident in the Himachal Pradesh, and it faced a huge flood. So, sir, since these kind of events are beyond the human control, but we are the reason, or some anthropogenic reasons are the for these uncertain events, such as we have made a huge infrastructure in those hilly regions without any proper geochemical mapping. So in that case, these structures are very unsafe, such as the Josimat cracking was observed also there in the Uttarakhand, and currently the Silkyara tunnel that there where our laborers were got trapped, 41 laborers. That is also the reason of because there is huge infrastructure is deliberately making in the Himalayan region without any scientific geochemical mapping, and that is causing the damage. And if we want to control it scientifically, then we should take some steps like there should be proper permit to number of limited pupils that can stay in those particular and vulnerable sensitive regions. And after that, their safety should be ensured with the proper scientific methods such as strong making of tunnel, or making the foolproof foolproof and light weighted buildings in those regions. So I think this can solve the problem at some significant level.
Yes, good analysis. Next, move on UPSC. Yes. What is
Yes, sir.
UPSC? How do you feel about UPSC?
Sir, UPSC is the premier merit watchdog of our country, considered as Union Public Service Commission, also a constitutional body enshrined in our Article 312 to 325. And sir, UPSC selects the officers and bureaucrats and the scientists of at the top quality level across the country. So, as an aspirant, I am also here in the UPSC Bhavan. So I'm feeling proud that I am aspiring for some prestigious institutions for worth, and trying to put my worth for this post.
Yes, good. Who is chairman of UPSC presently?
Sorry, sir, I do not know. I'm not able to recall, sir.
Dr. Manoj Soni.
Okay, sir. Dr. Manoj. Sorry.
Yes. What is the role of chairman in UPSC?
Sir, chairman is the top chairman is the direct control top hierarchical level of the UPSC in Public Service Commission, and with the leading the team of other members and the chairman, they administer the working of the UPSC at every level.
Yes. What the difference between chairman and director?
Sir, in UPSC, director and chairman, or in any general other sense, other
Any
body.
journal. Any journal.
Sir, I think chairperson is that person that is holding the supreme chair of any institution or any authority. So it can be director as well. Like, it can be director can also be as a chairperson for any body if it is at the top level. So chairperson is at the top level, and director can be at the top level or maybe at the mid level. For example, sir, in Geological Survey of India, there is the top hierarchical level at the director general is the top hierarchical level, but director falls at in the mid of the progression to this list.
Yes, yes. Chairman is elected by the body and director is over company.
Sorry, sir, I couldn't get. Matlab, chairman is elected by the company.
Elected by the bodies. Like chairman
Acha,
in UPSC.
chairperson is
Yes, chairman in
acha,
UPSC. Dr.
director is appointed, a chairperson is elected.
Yes.
Okay, sir. ठीक है.
Next is what the difference between CEO and MD?
CEO and MD.
Yes.
Sir, CEO is holds for Chief Executing Officer, and MD holds for Managing Director. So, sir, I am not aware with the technical specific of these, but sir, I think Managing Director is holds responsible for the various kinds of events and taking decisions at a larger scale. And the CEO is considered as the Chief Executing Officer. CEO tries to implement the policies and vision of the company at the forefront level.
Yes. Chief Executive Officer is organization operating hierarchy.
Okay.
MD is Managing Director operating of the company.
Okay, MD is at a lower level compared to CEO. Obviously, CEO is much higher rank.
Yes.
Sir, any questions from sir वाले हिस्से से, like organic instrumentation, chemistry वाले portion से?
Yes, 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 yes. Next, mock join, then question discuss regarding to chemistry also. Yes. Now, what is GSI and what the difference between Ministry of Mines, GSI, and UPSC?
Sir, GSI, Geological Survey of India, has been established in 1851. It is with the purpose of the coal related to mining, And sir, it is a body attached office under the Ministry of Mines. And Ministry of Mines is a part of central government of